If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wenda. So Maddie thought that if Peggy would decide to stop that criticizing game, the fun of Wenda, then only this game of fun, this game of criticizing would stop. Oh well, Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. To push that uncomfortable thought away, Maddie ran her hand through her blonde hair. What difference did it make? She thought that what difference did her note make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. Whatever she had written, the notes to Peggy, she started tearing. She started tearing off. Why? Because she thought that this is not going to make any difference. She was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room, room number 13. So Maddie thought that she is the best friend of Peggy, and Peggy is the most liked girl in room number 13 in their class. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong. She thought that probably Peggy is not going to do anything wrong. As for Wenda, she was just some girl who lived up on boggin sides and stood alone in the schoolyard. So if we talk about Wenda, Wenda is the girl who comes from boggin side and who remains alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. Scarcely means hardly. She hardly speak or she hardly talk anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. The only time she speaks at the time when the other students make fun of her by asking how many dresses she has. And that time only she opens her mouth to answer, or else she remains silent. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses. Now Maddie remembering about Wenda. When Wenda used to speak about her dress, and now this is Maddie remembering that time. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings. Now once when asked about dresses, it was Wenda narrated one of her dresses. And what colored dresses? It was pale blue with colored trimmings, colored ornaments on it. And she remembered anyone that was brilliant jungle green with a red slash, and that dress had a brilliant jungle green color with a red sash, red scarf. You would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration. Pretended means false, admiration, praise. In false praising, the girls spoke to Wenda that in that dress you would be looking like Christmas tree. Thinking about Wenda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. Now thinking about Wenda and her dresses, Maddie started thinking about who is going to win the drawing competition. Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses. For girls, this contest about designing dresses. And for boys, of designing motorboats. And in other hand, for boys, it was designing motorboats. For girls, designing dresses, and for boys, designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Probably Maddie thought that probably Peggy is going to win the girls' medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. She is a good drawer, good painter. Peggy. So probably she is going to win the contest. Maddie thought. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At last, that is what everybody thought. That is what everybody in room number 13 thought, that who is going to win the contest. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star had, so that you could almost tell who it was. So that perfection she has, Peggy has, that she can draw anybody's picture perfectly, that one can easily recognize who it is. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. So in that manner, Maddie was damn sure that it is Peggy who is going to win the contest. Tomorrow, the teacher was going to announce the winners. Then they would know. Okay? So tomorrow, the teachers are going to announce. The teacher was going to announce who is the winners. So then they would come to know. The next day it was drizzling, raining somehow, drizzling, a shower of rain. So the next day it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Under Peggy's umbrella, Maddie and Peggy rushed to school, hurried to school, because today the teacher is going to announce the winner. Naturally, on a day like this, they did not wait for Wenda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street, the street that far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill. So that flat at Boggin side was little far, and today they are not going to wait for Wenda, because they were anxious to know that who is going to win the contest. The teacher is going to announce, and they are not going to wait for Wenda, to make fun of Wenda. So they did not wait for Wenda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street, Boggin side, located at the corner of Oliver Street, the street that is really far under the railway tracks and up the hill, led to Boggin's height. This is the location of Boggin's height. Anyway, they were not taking chances of being late today. Today they are not going to take any kind of chance, because they have to reach school as early as possible, because today was important. The result is going to announce. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy to Maddie. That do you think that Miss Mason, the class teacher, is going to announce the result today? Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie. Of course, you will win, Peg. So Maddie replied, of course she is going to announce. When we reach to classroom, after 1 or 2 minutes only, Miss Mason is going to announce. And don't worry, Peg, you are going to win the contest, said Maddie. Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. So Peggy was really eager to know the name of the winner, and she said that, hope so, I will be the winner. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. So, and that minute, when they reached into classroom, they started breathing as they came running. There were drawings all over the room, and what they saw, all over the rooms there were drawings. On every ledge means the outer part, every part, and window sill. Window is dazzling colors and brilliant lavish designs. Lavish means very grand, very beautiful designs were hung, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper, and on wrapping paper all were designed with different colors, beautifully designed. And those drawings, those pictures were hung in the classroom wall. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. There must have been 100 dresses designs in the classroom. More than 100 pictures were hung, designs were hung in the classroom, and all lined up one after another. These must be the drawing of the contest, and whatever drawings were hung in the classroom, these must be the selected drawings. These must be the drawing of the contest. They were, yes, they were the selected. Everyone stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. So everybody make noise admiringly. They admired, they praised the drawings, the selected drawings. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winners. So when everybody reached to the classroom, everybody gathered, Miss Mason announced the winners. Jack Bagels had won for the boys for motorbikes designing. It was Jack Bagels, the boy, had won for the boys, she said, and his design for an outboard motor was an exhibition in room 12, and that design had been hung or exhibited in room number 12, along with the sketches by all the other boys, and other boys' sketches also hung or exhibited in room number 12. As for the girls, she said, Miss Mason said, as for the girls, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, so she announced, Miss Mason announced that each and every girls have submitted one or two designs or sketches. So although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, one girl and room 13 should be proud of her, and there is one girl and the entire class, room number 13, should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs. So the other girls have submitted one or two, but there is one girl who has submitted 100 designs, 100 dresses designs, and the entire class should be proud of her, says Miss Mason. All different and all beautiful. All the 100 dresses that girl has submitted is beautiful and all different to one or each other. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawing is worthy of winning the prize. That 100 designs, any one of that 100 designs can be the winner, because all the designs are really beautiful and grand one. I am very happy to say that Wenda Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal, and she announced that she is none other than Wenda Petronsky, who has submitted 100 beautiful designs, all different in designs and colors and beautifully drawn, and she is the winner of girls' medal, announced Miss Mason. Unfortunately, Wenda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause. Applause means praise or medal that is due to her. So unfortunately, that day Wenda was absent and not there to receive the medal and the praising. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Miss Mason announced that let's hope that she will be back to school tomorrow. Now class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawings. Exquisite means marvelous. So Miss Mason announced that you students make lines and start seeing the drawings. Look at her marvelous drawings. The children burst into applause and the children started making noise. They were happy. The children burst into applause and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor. Even the boys were happy that they would be moving and seeing all designs. Even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers on their mouths and whistles. Put their finger on their mouths and they whistle with happiness. Though they were not interested in dresses, even though they were not interested in dresses, they got a chance to move, so they were really happy, and even they were praising the drawings. Look, Peg, whispers Maddie. Maddie started speaking to Peggy, whispered. Look, Peg, there is that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? See, Maddie talked to Peggy that, look, Peggy, and that design, whatever Wenda has drawn, that is, isn't it beautiful? And that is what she had narrated us once we asked about her dresses. Spoke Maddie, and that is that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Peggy replied, yes, and here is that green one, and yes, that is the blue one, the beautiful one, and look at here is the green one, she narrated. So yes, and here is that green one. Boy, and I thought I could draw. Oh boy, I thought I could draw that beautiful designs, whatever Wenda has drawn, says Peggy.